Hi, Scott Harris here. I want to talk this month in our newsletter about three things. First, I want to talk about the idea of your dream home being within reach and also now being a great business decision. Two, I want to talk to you about some of my clients who have taken that step, buyers who have made the move right now in this market and the opportunities that I'm seeing. And three, I want to talk about a challenge. I want to issue a challenge because I know many of you are up to that challenge. So first, let's talk about this idea of a dream home. People are coming to New York and they're looking to take on something for themselves. And in that doing, they've been very successful. And they have an idea of really what that dream home would look like, a real expression of who they are. And what happens sometimes is that in looking for that apartment, often they're settling, they're rationalizing, they're letting some things be trade-offs in terms of what they can afford in New York. And right now, what I'm seeing is that the dream home is within reach, that there's very little compromise that people have to make in order to buy today, that the prices have gotten to a point where they're so exciting that people can actually afford something that ticks all of their boxes. So I want to lay that out for you. I think it's a really exciting time. And two, let's talk about some of the deals that I'm seeing and the buyers who've taken that on and actually gone in the market, gotten educated, got confident, made offers. So I'll give you a couple of examples. One, I have a client who has been looking for 2 years for an apartment with outdoor space. And their budget, they're actually spending about 20% lower than what their initial budget was because the market has moved so well in their direction. They're getting a beautiful 2-bedroom apartment that has a massive terrace, and she could not be more excited about it. We have another buyer who was looking for a 3-bedroom apartment that fit into their price range, and now they were able to afford not a 3-bedroom, but a 4-bedroom plus a den that's coming in well within their price point. They're going to do some work because properties that need work are getting even more discounted today. We have another client who's buying a 3-bedroom apartment. We're representing the seller there. They could not be more excited to move right into this apartment, and they're getting it for at least 15% what market prices were last year. So I want to leave you with that as well. And I've had other conversations with buyers who said, you know, Scott, I was looking to buy 20 years ago when I lived in New York. Now they're looking for a pied-à-terre. And they said, after 9/11, I have been kicking myself for 20 years for not making a move at that time when prices were so appealing. And so now here we are again, 20 years later, almost 20 years later, with a very, very similar opportunity. So third, I want to leave you with a challenge. And what is that challenge? The challenge is this. My clients, you, are hugely successful people in New York. You came here and you are getting it done, and you got it done and are successful because you saw what needed to be happening and you took action towards that goal of yours. And the same principle applies in real estate. So what do I mean? What I mean is that right now the opportunity as a buyer is right in front of your face. And yes, there's a lot of fear, and yes, there's a lot of noise, but for those bold people, I'm going to issue this challenge. Get out, look at properties, make offers, get educated, learn about what the prices really should be. Find out what the sellers, how they react to your offers. And for those bold people, I really think you're going to get some of the best deals. Those deals are going to become apparent, not today necessarily, they're going to become apparent over the next year, 2 years, as more and more buyers get the message and get into the market. So please reach out to me. I would love to talk to you about the opportunities in the market. Let's get started. Let's get you educated. Let's get out and look at some properties either virtually or in person. And I cannot wait to work with you, and I can't wait to continue to spread the news about the buyer opportunities that are there today. Have a great month. I look forward to hearing from you again and again. Those of you who've been reaching out, thank you. And we're off to a great start at the end of the summer and through the next 4 months for the rest of the year. Have a great month.